Howdy, this is Michael Good from reapertrades.com with your daily trade recap on the 11th of May 2010. Just a couple trades today. LEI, scalped it. My scalpicin wasn't working today, lost some money. Probably not a trade I should have done to begin with. But also Amel covered some of my short right before big bids at 155, and then right when it was about to take those out, I reshorted and closed the day pretty well. Maybe we'll get some actual, real drops rather than this penny ante crap. The only interesting stock today for me was MCGI. I was long 2,500 shares overnight from 2.27. I sold right after the open, about 30 seconds after the open, for 2,000 shares. The last 500 shares filled 20 seconds later at 2.26, and I sold it by direct routing to market maker LABS or Labs, and they, for the first minute and a half, they were on the bid at 2.26. So everybody else, let's say you're at Interactive Brokers, if you send a smart order on an OTC stock, it'll get direct routed to Knight Capital Markets. They're a public company, ticker symbol NITE. They're the biggest market maker of OTC markets. Normally that works fine. However, if Knight isn't on the bid, it means you're not going to really get a good fill unless somebody hits the offer. Those who use Thinkorswim get direct routed to Auto, AUTO, the automated trade desk. And they don't have any options. So me, I saw that Labs was on the bid and I just hit it and I got out. And that saved me. That was the difference between a loss of a couple percent and the loss of maybe 15%. So if you're going to go long pumps, it helps, it really helps to have a direct access to OTC market makers. One other thing to note, Interactive Brokers can direct route to Arca Edge. If you ever want to buy a stock, an OTC stock in the pre-market, that's how you got to do it. But on some OTC stocks, Arca doesn't work. And Arca Edge is not a market maker, but an electronic platform for OTC stocks. So if you see Arca Edge in the level 2 somewhere and you direct route to them, you'll get an instant fill, which is great, but most of the time they're not around. So it doesn't help. So that was a nice way to save myself from some losses. One thing I wanted to mention is that prior to today, MCGI had not shown up at Interactive Brokers, and some people, including myself, are wondering why. And the reason was revealed to me in a pump email I got, and of course it was filled with half-truths and lies. And the pump email mentioned that they finally got, they moved the stock so that it's now clearing at the DTC, the Depository Trust Corporation, which clears, 99% of all stock trades in the US. So there's some stocks, including some OTC stocks, some pink sheet stocks, very few actually, that do not clear through the DTC. Those stocks that do not clear through the DTC, Interactive Brokers often won't even recognize the ticker, or if they do, they won't let you open a trade in those stocks, because Interactive Brokers then is taking a risk that some other fly-by-night clearing operation is going to not actually clear the shares. There's going to be something hinky going on. So now that MCGI is clearing through the DTC, it becomes available on Interactive Brokers, and it also opens up a better probability of finding shares to short. Of course, by the time that becomes likely, in a couple days, the stock will be down in the dumps again and it'll be too late. So I hope you find this helpful. Check me out next time, reapertrades.com. And remember, a loss averted is just as important to your net worth as a profit that is made. So with my great sells today on MCGI, I saved myself from maybe $500 in losses. That's good enough for me, and hopefully it's good enough for you. Take care.